The St. Augustine Lighthouse, a beacon of tragedy and haunting. Rising above the northeastern coast of Florida, standing tall against the relentless winds of the Atlantic, is the iconic St. Augustine Lighthouse, one of the most famous lighthouses in the United States. Built in 1874, this historic structure has guided countless ships safely to shore, but it has also witnessed its fair share of tragedy. Over the years, several deaths have occurred in and around the lighthouse, and many believe that the souls of those who met there untimely end there never truly left. The lighthouse has become a hotspot for paranormal activity, with visitors and staff reporting ghostly sightings, strange noises, and inexplicable occurrences. The spirits that haunt the St. Augustine Lighthouse are said to include the victims of accidents, lighthouse keepers, and even children whose lives were cut tragically short. The St. Augustine Lighthouse is located on Anastasia Island, just a short distance from the city of St. Augustine, which is the oldest continuously inhabited European established settlement in the continental United States. The area is rich in history, and the lighthouse itself has played an important role in maritime navigation for over a century. However, beneath its majestic beauty and critical function lies a dark and haunting past. The most famous and widely reported ghostly activity at the St. Augustine Lighthouse centers around the tragic deaths of two young girls, Eliza and Mary Pitt T., who were the daughters of Hezekiah Pitt T., the man in charge of overseeing the construction of the lighthouse in the 1870s. According to the story, while their father was working on the site, Eliza, Mary, and another young girl decided to play on a small rail cart used to transport building materials from the beach to the construction site. The cart was a source of amusement for the children, who enjoyed riding it down the tracks like a makeshift roller coaster. However, on one fateful day, the cart broke loose, and the girls were unable to stop it. The cart careened down the hill and plunged into the water at the end of the tracks. Eliza and Mary, along with one of their friends, drowned before they could be rescued. Their tragic deaths left a lasting mark on the lighthouse, and many believe their spirits still haunt the area, forever tied to the place where they met their end. Visitors and staff at the lighthouse have reported seeing the apparitions of two young girls dressed in old-fashioned clothing, believed to be Eliza and Mary. These ghostly figures are often seen running and playing near the lighthouse, as if reliving their innocent days before the tragic accident. Some have heard the sound of children laughing or calling out to one another, even when no one else is around. The laughter often echoes through the air, especially near the base of the lighthouse, where the accident occurred. On more than one occasion, visitors have reported feeling a tug on their clothes, as though a child is trying to get their attention, only to turn around and find no one there. The lighthouse's tower is another area where paranormal activity is frequently reported. The spiral staircase that winds its way up the 165-foot tower has been the site of many strange and unsettling encounters. Some visitors claim to have seen shadowy figures standing at the top of the stairs, only to vanish when approached. Others have reported hearing the sound of footsteps echoing up and down the metal steps, even when they are alone in the tower. The feeling of being watched is a common experience, and many visitors have described a sense of unease as they ascend the stairs, as though someone, or something, is following them. On particularly eerie nights, people have reported seeing a figure standing on the gallery deck at the top of the tower, looking out over the ocean, but when they climb to the top, the deck is empty. One of the most famous ghost sightings at the St. Augustine Lighthouse is that of a woman in white, often seen near the tower or along the pathways leading to the lighthouse. Many believe that this spirit is the ghost of one of the girls' mothers, still mourning the loss of her children. She is often described as a misty, ethereal figure dressed in a flowing white gown, her face obscured by shadows. Witnesses have reported seeing her wandering the grounds late at night, moving silently through the fog that often rolls in from the ocean. Some have even claimed to see her standing near the water's edge, gazing out to sea as if searching for something, or someone, that will never return. The keeper's house, which is located near the lighthouse, is also said to be haunted by the spirits of those who once lived and worked there. One of the most active spirits in the house is believed to be that of Peter Rasmussen, one of the earliest lighthouse keepers. Rasmussen was known for his love of cigars, and even in death, his presence is often accompanied by the faint smell of cigar smoke. visitors to the keeper's house have reported catching a whiff of cigars in rooms where no one has smoked in years. Some have also seen a tall, shadowy figure moving through the house, believed to be Rasmussen still keeping watch over his beloved lighthouse. Doors in the house have been known to open and close on their own, and objects sometimes move inexplicably, as though an unseen hand is still performing the daily tasks of a lighthouse keeper. Another spirit said to haunt the lighthouse is that of Joseph Andrew, a former lighthouse keeper who met a tragic fate while performing his duties. In 1859, Andrew fell to his death while painting the tower. According to reports, he lost his footing while standing on scaffolding and fell from the top of the tower, plunging to his death on the rocks below. His tragic death left a deep impression on the lighthouse, and many believe that his spirit still lingers there. Some visitors have reported seeing the figure of a man dressed in a lighthouse keeper's uniform standing at the top of the tower or near the base of the lighthouse. Others have heard the sound of a man's voice calling out, as though issuing orders or warnings, but when they turn to look, no one is there. The basement of the keeper's house is another hotspot for paranormal activity. The basement, which was used for storage and as a work area, is known for its oppressive atmosphere and chilling cold spots. Many visitors have reported feeling a sense of dread or unease when they enter the basement, as though they are being watched by unseen eyes. Some have heard strange noises, such as knocking, footsteps, or whispers, coming from the dark corners of the room. Others have experienced physical sensations, such as being touched or pushed by an invisible force. The basement's dark, cramped space only adds to the feeling that something malevolent might be lurking just out of sight. The lighthouse and its surrounding grounds have become a popular destination for paranormal investigators, ghost hunters, and thrill seekers. Many of these investigators have captured eerie evidence of supernatural activity, including EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, that seem to capture the voices of children, unexplained shadows moving across walls, and sudden temperature drops that defy logical explanation. One particularly famous EVP, captured near the base of the lighthouse, recorded the faint sound of a child's voice saying, "Come play with us." The voice is believed to be that of one of the Petit girls, still reaching out for companionship in the afterlife. Visitors on the St. Augustine Lighthouse ghost tours frequently report experiencing strange sensations or witnessing unexplainable phenomena. Some have seen glowing orbs of light floating near the tower or along the pathways, while others have captured photographs with strange misty shapes or figures that were not visible to the naked eye. The feeling of being watched or followed is common, and many visitors leave the lighthouse convinced that they have encountered something beyond the realm of the living. Despite the many reports of ghostly activity, the St. Augustine Lighthouse remains a popular and beloved landmark, drawing visitors not only for its beauty and historical significance but also for the chance to experience the paranormal. The lighthouse continues to operate as a museum, offering visitors a glimpse into its rich maritime history and the opportunity to climb its towering staircase for breathtaking views of the surrounding area. But for those who believe in ghosts, the lighthouse offers something more, a chance to connect with the spirits of the past, who seem to have never left the place where their lives ended so tragically. The St. Augustine Lighthouse stands as a symbol of both hope and sorrow, its light guiding sailors to safety while the shadows within its walls remind visitors of the lives lost in its history. Whether you come for the view or the ghostly encounters, one thing is certain: the spirits of the St. Augustine Lighthouse are always watching, waiting for those who dare to climb its steps and uncover the secrets hidden within.